Welcome to the This Week in Astrology video forecast. This is episode number 9 for the week of April 28th, 2014. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Benjamin Bernstein of astroshaman.com, coming to you from Asheville, North Carolina. I'm an astrologer, shamanic healer, and awakening activator, and it's my pleasure to bring you these weekly astrology forecasts. So, what's new for the week of April 28th? A Taurus solar eclipse invites you to marry heaven and earth this week. Mental Mercury makes 5 aspects. 5? Wow! Venus enters fiery Aries, and the Sun adjusts to a quincunx from Mars. Let's break it down day by day. On Monday, April 28th, we open with a Mercury-Mars quincunx. Mercury is at 12 Taurus, Mars is at 12 Libra. Speaking slowly and consciously can reduce the temptation to make verbal attacks with Taurean Mercury, quincunx, Libra, and Mars. This aspect can also energize deliberate, methodical thinking. Next up, a Venus-Pluto quintile. Venus is at 25.5 Pisces, Pluto is around 13.5 Capricorn. Creative inspiration can flourish under this magical quintile, which is a 72-degree aspect, 1/5 of the circle. This aspect can also help you deepen your relationship with your own divine self, and that's always a wonderful thing. On Tuesday, April 29th, we open with the headline event of the week, the Taurus solar eclipse. This is happening at 2:14 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and it's at 8 degrees, 51 minutes Taurus. New beginnings that relate to Taurian themes such as money, material resources, sensuality, persistence, and just being are strongly supported. One of my favorite Taurus mottos is, I'm not a human doing, I'm a human being. This moderately strong eclipse, the luminaries are about 11 degrees from the lunar nodes, conjoins Mercury, making learning and communication a prominent theme. Juno is loosely conjunct the Sun and Moon, empowering new starts or start-overs in committed partnerships. A tight sextile from Neptune smoothly energizes spiritual connection and divinely inspired creativity. This also makes it easier to achieve the conscious marriage of heaven, Neptune, and Earth, the Taurian luminaries. Once this is achieved, you can function as persistently peaceful divine awareness, puppeteering the body and ego you formerly identified as yourself. The Sabian symbol for this eclipse is a Christmas tree is decorated and shines in the darkness. The bare tree is like an unawakened person. No offense to the bare tree, it's a lovely thing, but the ornamented radiant tree represents a state of spiritual illumination. This dovetails beautifully with my interpretation of Neptune's sextile to the luminaries. Also today, here on Tuesday, April 29th, Mercury trines Pluto. Mercury is at 13.5 Taurus, Pluto is at 13.5 Capricorn. Practical thinking and financial planning are smoothly supported by this aspect. On Wednesday, April 30th, we open with Mercury sextile Jupiter. Mercury is at 15 Taurus, Jupiter is at 15 Cancer. Next in Mercury's parade of aspects is this sextile to Jupiter, amplifying mental power, and it can also support a jovial, optimistic outlook. On Thursday, May 1st, we have Mercury sextile Chiron. Mercury's around 16.5 Taurus, Chiron around 16.5 Pisces. Another day, another Mercury aspect. This Taurian messenger's sextile to Chiron supports mentoring in practical matters. Next up, something that has nothing to do with Mercury, the Sun quincunx Mars. The Sun's at 11 Taurus, Mars is at 11 Libra. Slow, luxurious lovemaking with all 5 senses fully engaged is one lovely way to make use of the Taurian Sun quincunx Mars. Extra endurance is also available for whatever activities you engage in. On Friday, May 2nd, we open with Mercury quintile Neptune. This is with Mercury at 19 Taurus and Neptune's at 7 Pisces. In addition, Mercury is opposing Saturn. Mercury at this point more close to 21 Taurus, Saturn around 21 Scorpio. This double dose of Mercury is an ideal energy under which to bring your visions into concrete manifestation. Mercury is mind, Neptune is imagination, and Saturn is crystallization under this interpretation. You can learn more about how Neptune and Saturn astrologically embody the law of attraction on my site, astroshaman.com. I'll put a link up here on the YouTube video, hopefully. And but if you're not, you just go to astroshaman.com, search in the upper right corner of the search box, and type in astrological signature for the law of attraction. The article will come right up for you. Also today, Venus enters Aries, and she's going to be there through May 28th. Intuitive flashes may suggest outside-the-box approaches to relating, creativity, or finances. We have no major astrological events on Saturday and Sunday, so we're going to go right into the preview of next week's events. The headliner is a new T-square involving Ceres, Uranus, and Pluto. Uranus and Pluto, of course, are squaring, and they are the heart of the revolutionary transformation that is so evident across the world and no doubt in your personal life as well. So what Ceres brings to the party, we'll get into next week. Among her meanings are release and return, abundance, self-esteem, mother-daughter relationships, and more. In fact, Ceres will also be forming a grand cross with Uranus, Pluto, and Jupiter, and we'll get into that more as we get into next week's show. We'll also have Venus and Mars in opposition, could be very powerful for relationships. We also have the Sun making 3 aspects, sextile to Jupiter and Chiron, and opposition to Saturn. Mercury will be entering Gemini and squaring Neptune, and Neptune will be sextiling Juno. So all that and more will be on next week's show. I want to mention 2 super quick announcements. Voting is now open for the Mountain Express 2014 Best of WNC Reader Survey. WNC stands for Western North Carolina. I placed second last year in the astrologer category, and I would love to reach the top position this year. Please vote for me no later than Wednesday, May 21st. And also, there's a Shamanic Awakening weekend that's coming up this coming weekend, May 2nd through 4th. We've got 4 accomplished healers lined up. We've got a sacred cacao ceremony, my Shamanic Invocation Heal and Awaken ceremony, which is co-facilitated by Kimberly Crow, who will be presenting her Awaken Your Success Coach process, plus a full day of shamanic breath work with Robert Six Owls. So if any of this sounds intriguing, we're going to be doing it an hour from Asheville, North Carolina. You can learn about this as well as the best of thing at my homepage, astroshaman.com. And again, hopefully you're seeing a link to that right on the screen right now. So, with those announcements out of the way, let me thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my Benjamin Bernstein YouTube channel to be notified when I post new videos. And if you like this video, please share it. This free video podcast is well, actually, this is not a podcast per se, but it's a free video, but it's a partner project with iTunes' #1 astrology podcast in the audio form, This Week in Astrology. That's also free. You can get my weekly astrology forecast in writing by subscribing to my free email newsletter at astroshaman.com. Once you're there, you can also link to my Facebook page and Twitter feed where I post daily forecasts. My personal services include astrology, shamanic healing, and awakening activation. All are equally effective in person or long distance. I have clients all over the world. My guarantee makes my services risk-free. If you don't feel that your experience was helpful, it's free. I also offer other great products and services, many of which are free. To learn more, visit astroshaman.com. Thanks again for watching. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.